Alrighty, guys, I'm now 5-0 in my last 5 board member tier package bets on my website. And if you want to see a video breakdown of every one of my personal bets here today, the only way you can do that is to watch my board member podcast. And the only way to access my board member podcast is to join my full access, all-inclusive board member package on my website. And before we get into some more of that, just want to take a quick time out. Welcome you to my college basketball free pick video here today for Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. Happy Thursday to you. It's Thirsty Thursday. Maybe for some of you, if you're getting the sniffles, maybe it's your Friday. Playing a little hooky tomorrow. But anyway, as always, my name is Brock Page, and I've been giving out free sports picks right here on YouTube since 2016. I also sell my personal sports bets on patreon.com/BrockPage. Once again, guys, if you want to see a full video breakdown of every one of my personal bets here today, you can do that right now by becoming a board member on my website. Folks who are signed up to my all-inclusive board member package, they're going to get access to my board member podcast every single day. They're signed up for that. And you're also going to get access to every single personal play, every single package, every single day until April 1st. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website. Well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total. What I do on my website is I actually share with you which one of these free picks on these videos that I'm actually betting on personally. I currently have over 490 members who are signed up and active on my site right now. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to take a look at Appalachian State taking on South Alabama. That's a 12:30 Eastern tip-off at the Pensacola Bay Center. South Alabama's -4.5, totals 130. Now, SALA got the W in 8 out of their last 10. They've done a real nice job this year on defense. Matter of fact, South Alabama's in the top 15 in the nation in guarding the three-pointer. They're limiting their competition to just 29% shooting from beyond the arc. Kevin Samuel, he's got a lot to do with that. He's got a staggering 75 blocks on the year along with 27 steals. Samuel also scores double-digit points a game and averages over 8.5 rebounds. Very dominant. Isaiah Moore, he leads the team in scoring with 18.5 points a game. They're facing an Appy State team who failed to cover in 6 out of their last 9. And they have a tough time scoring away from home. The Mountaineers are averaging just 66 points a game anywhere that's not their home court. They're also one of the worst defensive rebounding teams in the Sun Belt. Now, total-wise, the Mountaineers saw unders recently against the likes of UL Monroe, James Madison, and Marshall. Meanwhile, South Alabama saw 5 out of their last 7 stay under the total themselves. Give me South Alabama -4.5. Under 130. Next game, Illinois State taking on Northern Iowa, 1 o'clock Enterprise Center. UNI's -4, totals 134.5. Now, Northern Iowa's played some really bad basketball down the home stretch. They're just 1-8 straight up in their last 9, and they're averaging only 69 points a game offensively. Now, they're facing an Illinois State team who actually does a real nice job rebounding the basketball and defense. They're actually a top 40 defensive rebounding team in the nation. Kendall Lewis is snagging nearly 8 rebounds a game. He's also averaging double-digit points per contest. Meanwhile, Seneca Knight, he averages a dozen points a game himself. He's also drilling nearly 40% of his three-pointers. Now, total-wise, the Redbirds saw their last 3 straight all stay under. Meanwhile, Northern Iowa, they saw unders recently against the likes of Indiana State and Evansville. Give me Illinois State +4, under 134.5. Next game, Arkansas State taking on Troy, 3 o'clock, Pensacola Bay Center. Troy's -8, totals 134. Now, Troy definitely finished the year out strong. They got the W in 6 out of their last 7, and they've been pretty tough to score against. Zay Williams has over 20 blocks on the season, along with 34 steals. Zay's also leading the active roster right now in points per game. Meanwhile, Christian Eugene, he's drilling 40% of his three-pointers. He's also averaging double-digit points a game. Now they're facing an Arkansas State team who lost 7 of 9 away from their own arena. When the Red Wolves are away from campus, they really can't shoot well. They're making just 39% of their field goals, and they're averaging only 58 points a game in that category. Now, injury-wise, Duke Miles is still out for Troy. When it comes to the total, the Trojans saw unders recently against the likes of South Alabama and this very Arkansas State team. Meanwhile, the Red Wolves are 10-3 to the under away from campus. Give me Troy -8, under 134. Next contest, Evansville, Indiana State, 3:30 p.m. Eastern tip-off at the Enterprise Center. Indiana State's -17, totals 146. And even though I really don't like this number here, this one could get ugly. Indiana State's 9-1 in their last 10 meetings with Eville, and they held the Aces to just 62 points a game in those meetings. When it comes to offensive production, the Sycamores are a top 25 shooting team from the field. Robbie Avila's making over 54% of his attempts from the field. He's also averaging double-digit points per contest. Meanwhile, Cavassier McCauley, he's leading the team in points, and he also shoots it real well from three-land. Now they're facing an Evansville team who lost their last 5 straight, and they actually have just 5 total wins on the year. And in their 20 conference ball games this season, the Purple Aces got the W only one time. That's 1 in 19 in conference ball games. Now the Aces are being held to just 37% shooting from the field away from Evansville. When it comes to the injury report, Sekou Kali is still questionable for the Aces. Now, total-wise, Eville's gone 67% to the over away from home. Meanwhile, Indiana State saw overs recently against the likes of Belmont and Murray State. Give me Indiana State -17, over 146. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Give me South Alabama -4.5, under 130. Illinois State +4, under 134.5. I like Troy -8, under 134. I'm 5-0 my last 5 board member tier package bets on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. And if you want to see a full video breakdown of every one of my personal bets here today, there's only one way to do that, and that's to join my full access, all-inclusive board member package on my website. Indiana State -17, over 146. Boston University +5, under 139. Old Dominion -3.5, under 132. Wichita State +18, under 133. Temple -1, under 134. Michigan +5, over 144. Rutgers -8, under 127. Siena -7, under 136. Rider -3, under 127. Marist +17, over 138. Lehigh -3, under 130. Colgate -15, over 144. American University +7, under 126. Northern Kentucky -6, over 134. Murray State -2, over 141.5. Florida International +6, over 143 and a hook. Kennesaw State -4, over 145. Eastern Kentucky +13, under 140.5. Tennessee State +1, over 157. Quinnipiac -1, under 137. Maryland Eastern Shore -6, under 135. Morgan State -3, over 152. NC Central -7.5, under 148 and a hook. Grambling -6, under 132. Rice University +9, over 154. Charlotte -6, under 134. Middle Tennessee +8, under 122. Youngstown State -8, over 157.5. UW Milwaukee +2, over 160 and a hook. Cleveland State -6, over 134. Alcorn State -5, over 139. Georgia Southern -4.5, over 131. Jackson State +2, under 143. Arizona State +12, over 134. SMU +7, under 154. Alabama State +11, under 141. Oregon State +6, under 132. UTEP -2, over 136. UC Santa Barbara +1, over 139. Wisconsin +5, over 127. Howard +2, over 149. San Diego +6, over 158. Missouri State -8, over 130. UC Riverside +2 over 145. Cal State Bakersfield +11 under 141. Cal State Northridge +9 under 128. SIU Edwardsville -2.5 over 152.5. Cal Golden Bears +20 over 129. Washington Huskies +2 over 133. USC Trojans +2 over 155. With my next and final free pick, give me Pacific +3 over 161.